Hi everyone, Junie here, and welcome to my channel. So I'm just gonna dive into Mobox just to see its recent price action, because Mobox is a very good example of what happens to structures when market dumps happen. Most of the time, even though we have our respective technical targets because of structures that we've seen, when dumps happen, they really wash away whatever progress that we have made, and most of the time, they stunt the growth of our price movements. But before I continue, just a recap of what we've said about Mobox the last time. So for Mobox, we are still on track to our $21 target right here. However, we appear to be slowing down. What do I mean? So from a 4-hour time frame, we are starting to form what I call an ascending wedge right here. So an ascending wedge basically is a bearish structure, but only if we break down to the downside. So the way an ascending wedge works is as we go up and up, the price starts to coil up, and if we break the trend line to the downside, there are three key levels to account for. All the candles that have touched the wedge are your potential technical targets when it corrects to the downside. And there you go. So let's dive into the charts to see what's going on, okay? When we look at the overall outlook of Mobox, we did mention in our last video that we were on our way to $21 right here, because after a strong breakout and a golden cross, after the backtest of support that is wave 2, the wave 3 typically is a strong bullish upside before a wave 4 correction and eventually a wave 5 destination. However, if you look at the recent market dump, so look at what happened so far. This is what I mean by dumps really affecting the momentum of any particular token. Because right now, if you notice, we appear to have a stunted wave 3 right here as compared to our projections before. So if I move the Fibonacci right here, you have a wave 3 right here, then a wave 4 here, and a wave 5 somewhere here, which we will map out later. Now, this doesn't mean that we will not reach our targets of 1474, 1081, or $21 in the future. That's not the point here. The point here is it will take another structure for us to be able to get to these price levels in our Fibonacci ladder. So when we look at it at a 4-hourly time frame, this is where we can really see what happened. We were forming an ascending wedge right here. So I did mention in the last video, the price was starting to coil up right here, and when you break this trend line, look at what happens to the price action. It goes to a particular technical target, which is usually where you initially formed the wedge. And right now, we have met that to a T, also bounced off the 55, and we are good for continuation on the upside. The tricky part about where we are though is because we are in the middle of the EMAs, we are currently at an undecided state. We can break down from here, but we also can break out from here. But given that we have established that this is most likely now the wave 4 correction before the wave 5 continuation, where would wave 5 be? This is where we can lay the fibs just to see where we're going to go. So this is your local top right here, and then this is your local bottom. So for this particular structure that is formed, the prudent measure is typically the 1618. So the 1618 would be somewhere around $10.76. Let me put a price there. $10.70-ish. Somewhere around there. So this is going to be our wave 5 targets for now, at least in the short term, and hopefully we get there smoothly, because these dumps really tend to disrupt the market, unfortunately, and because of that, that's where you get rattling off of price action, where we were initially forming bullish structures, but we have since then lost momentum and we are starting to catch back up. And that's it. Mobox is really a nice example of stunted structure growth. So let's see what happens in the future. For all we know, maybe we'll moon tomorrow. Let's see. But in the meantime, if you like my video, please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also, let me know what you think in the comments. If you also have other gaming cryptos that you would like me to look at, just leave it down in the comment box below, and I'll take a look at it in the future. Until then, take care everyone. Bye-bye.